Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I am here with my friend Brooklyn, and she is a new quilter, and she has finished her very first quilt top. And today we are going to get the quilt top quilted. So we are going to go and just sit down a domestic machine, and it will be on my Bernina, and we are going to do a stitch which is called a serpentine stitch. So it's sort of as like a zigzag where the needle does all the work. We just need to stay on the straight and narrow. It is a very easy stitch to do. It is a stitch that shows no mistakes at all. Matter of fact, you really can't make a mistake with it, and it goes quick and easy. So I think we should just jump right on and do it. What do you think?
Yes, we should.
All right, come and join us. So I have a Bernina 790, and my stitch is 1397. And when you look at the screen, you see where it has this very gradual curve. And you can adjust that curve to be a tighter, wider, but it does have a very soft curve. So it's the needle moving, it's not the machine. So we're able to stay very straight. Now I'm going to be using the foot that you can see through, and it has a little line down the center, and that's just going to keep it easy to go together. So here's the quilt we're going to be working on, and it's a series of squares. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that serpentine stitch and we're going to stitch down the center of each one of these rows. We're going to start up at the top, we're going to stitch and go all the way down and off the quilt. Then we will go and do the next row and the next row, so on. Now I did draw a line here to extend the marks into this border so that we'll keep a little bit straighter, but it doesn't have to be exact. You really will not notice too much. We have pink thread on the top and a pink thread on the bottom. So we're all lined up and we're going to get ready to go. So we've started with the foot down and the needle down, and Brooklyn is going to adjust the speed as she goes along. So we're going to start slow and go. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right, go for it. So we're just keeping that foot straight. There's a little mark on that foot, and that's going to help keep us straight. So it's just where the seam is, and the foot is doing all the work. It just has that very soft, curvy stitch. And all we're going to do is just stitch following that seam. We really just need to guide that fabric right along that seam and go right off. Now we could take that out and start the next row. Then when we look, we had that foot following that seam, but you can see where we've had that very gentle curve. And we're just going to keep straightening it up and stitch right off. Let's take a look at that row. So here's that first row, and now the second row. So let's get some of those other rows together and we'll see how it's coming along. So Brooklyn, you've done a couple of rows. What do you find is working for you?
I find that when I roll this up, it's more comfortable for me.
Do you have more control over it? What is...
They have a lot more control.
And you like the gloves?
Yes, they make it so that I can grip it easier.
Okay. And how about the speed?
I like a slower speed because it makes it easier to control.
Okay. You like the stitch?
Yes, it's very pretty.
Go.
This is how I'm finding it comfortable.
You're making a little burrito. how fun is this stitch?
It's very fun. It's a lot easier than the other stitches because it's impossible to mess up.
And it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
So Brooklyn has just finished the last line in one direction, so she's going to turn the quilt over so she can work from the center going in the next direction. So we have all of those seams done. Now the center, she's going to be able to work back onto the other side. So we have all the lines going in one direction. So now we need to find that center seam, turn the quilt sideways, and we're going to start sewing once again from the center going out. But this time we're just going for the other seams. And we're on our way to that center seam. Look how pretty that stitching is. So, Brooklyn, you are done. And did you enjoy it?
I did. It was so much fun.
I mean, how long do you figure it took you?
Okay, so I got here just after 3, and it's 4:40, so just under 2 hours.
So do you feel that took you too long?
No, I don't think so.
You didn't get tired of it?
No.
Okay, good. And what did you like about this?
Well, I really liked the stitch and how easy it was. It's a lot easier than just doing a straight stitch and making it like mess it up and stuff. So this one's a lot easier since you can't mess up.
So for your first quilt, how are you feeling about this?
Really good.
She did an excellent job. And this is a great stitch. It is beautiful in the front and the stitching is really cute in the back. It is a stitch that really there are no mistakes in, because if you go off of the straight line, it's fine. Those curves always look like, well, they're curvy. So it doesn't matter. It's a fun stitch. I actually use this stitch quite often. I love it for baby quilts, lap quilts. It's just a fun one to do. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll quilt in between those squares too, if it's larger. So it's a pretty quilt. So, well, you are now officially a quilter. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So there we go. It's a very simple stitch. It is a fun stitch. And if someone who's never done it before can do it, well, I guess it is definitely a doable stitch. As always, thank you for joining me today, and thank you for joining us today.
Of course.
And hopefully you'll come back and see us again soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Yay!